So the repair first, replace when necessary has always been the, I would say, the unique selling proposition of the NOVUS glass brand. When we look at windshield repairs and from where we came from in 1971 to where we are today, I think the repair program and necessity for repairs is probably more valuable today than it was even in its inception. With the addition of new vehicles, more glasses cost more all the time just because there's more different options, and there's more varieties and applications, let's say. So the ability to be able to do a chip repair today and save that glass, number one, because of the repair first, that's our policy. We repair whenever possible and we replace when it's absolutely necessary. So the ability, the product has continued to evolve. The NOVUS equipment has continued to evolve, and I think it's making we're making a better product, a better finished product. And at the end of the day, we're also keeping a lot of used windshields out of landfills potentially, right? So I think that that's very important. We have the technology, we have the equipment, we have the training, and I think we're better now than we've ever been. So what we have, we've got a couple of different curriculums that we use. We have for people who've never been exposed to the NOVUS system before, our repair training consists of a 5-day training session. Whereby they will spend basically 2.5 days learning on chip repair and actually applying what they learned, so it's very hands-on. And then 2.5 days would be on the crack repair process. So again, very similar tools, different applications, different resins, and again, it's a theory and then it's hard hands-on. Like a lot of that time is spent hands-on, because at the end of the day when they leave, typically they become the subject experts until we come back into their stores and we do some follow-ups with them. We also have a 3-day advanced repair training session, which is again for people who've already been to a full session. And typically in those 3-day sessions, we like to, with some exceptions, but most of the time we like somebody who's already been certified as a NOVUS repair technician. So then the advanced piece really gives them an opportunity to learn advanced methods, how to use some different, same tools but in different ways in order to expedite or to get more complex chip and crack repairs, right? And then the last piece that we do on the training side is we do some auto glass replacement training, and that is again a 5-day program. It's a lot to cover in 5 days, there's no doubt about it, but basically it gives them all of the basics, the safety aspects from the auto glass replacement side is very, very important. So it gives them all of those basics, and then we just continue to do follow-up in the field follow-ups, and then if more is required, we add more on top. One of the very interesting and exciting things about what was developed, put together for the NOVUS brand, was a complete, basically, if you will, fully operational van. So we've loaded from compressors to inverters, all the necessary power equipments. From a safety perspective, there's all the proper dividers. They come on board with our computers. Everything's done at point of sale. Everything is available right within that service truck. Again, the concept is to bring, whenever possible, the service to the client versus the client having to be disrupted and come to us. So at any time where that's possible, we'll certainly go down that avenue for them. Everybody is looking for conveniences today, obviously, and so that's where I think the power of the NOVUS Glass mobile unit is effective. We have, different applications, different stores have different territories, very vast ranging locations where sometimes their service trucks are gone for 1 and 2 days at a time because of distance. So bringing our services to remote communities is also very important, very key, and really it's been the backbone of a lot of Novus location starts. So they'll start basically out of a van unit and then grow to a point where they need the bricks and mortar, and then exponentially just continues to grow. So I think that's it's a key part of what we do. It's always been, in my time in the industry, it's always been there, that having that ability to do that mobile service. And really it's more than just a client scenario where we're going to their homes and doing whatever, but it's also for our commercial business. So for help service, whether it's dealerships or body shops or cars that are just generally not able to move, we can actually come to the locations and do some repairs there as well. So that's a big key of the Novus mobile unit. I think one of the key differentiators that the Novus Glass brand has is we have a unique selling proposition. Number one, I think there's a lot of great benefits, but basically right out of the gate, we have the ability, we have the technology, and we do all of the training and the skill sets to do crack repairs. The ability to do crack repairs opens up opportunities that a typical shop wouldn't have, because if you don't have the equipment, you don't have that training, you don't have the proper resins, you don't have all of those things, you walk away from potentially additionally saving more windshields. I think as having that unique selling proposition gives us an opportunity to engage more clients, to ask clients more questions, to educate our clients more on what the abilities are to try to, again, do our repair first policy. So I think for me, that's key right off the bat. I think when we have, from a Novus perspective, when a client calls and asks for a repair, for example, well, why would I get a repair, or why would I pay you that for a repair? Well, because I'm going to give you a Novus repair. And instinctively, their first comment is, well, what's the difference between your repair, a Novus repair, and any other repair? And that's our unique selling proposition. That's the opportunity for us to explain that and educate our customers and our clients. At the end of the day, if I'm a generic auto glass place and I don't have a unique selling proposition and I don't have a unique repair program or unique equipment, I can't sell that, right? And so for us, I think that's a huge part. The other piece to joining the network, the Novus Glass network, is all of the pieces that come around that. So there's as a team, right? Because as an independent, if you're by yourself, you are supposedly the marketing expert and all of those things. Regardless, you just add the banner, you add the job title, and that's your role. With a franchise brand such as Novus Glass, specifically Novus, I can speak to them because I know the team that's around. We have marketing specialists, we have operations specialists, we have, from the support side, from an operational support, we have people in the field from the industry that will be in your stores that will continue to help coach and support. We have reporting, we have statistics that we use from our point of sale program that we use to help generate reports to help our shops thrive in and making sure that they have all of the data that they need and that they understand the long-term effects of whether it's marketing or any of those things, right? So we have a lot of different KPIs that we can measure for them. So I think for me, those are the key components. Well, here's the reality. The reality is it's an industry standard. So you need to decide whether you're in the industry, if you want to be in the business, or if you want to be somebody who watches the business from the sideline. So when we look at, the biggest competitors that are in this business, it's a big part of what they do. Again, I think there is multiple components to our mobile strategy for sure. There is a, direct to the client, to the end user. That's one piece of the business. That piece of the business, I think, as we continue down the road of automation, will become more challenging. There's no doubt about it. Things like calibration, things like, temperature, weather, again, depending on the climate that you're in, those all play a factor in there. The flip side of that mobile business is, again, more of our, say, B2B business, where we're going to our commercial accounts, fleet accounts, transport companies like that, it's difficult for them for a variety of reasons to get those vehicles to us. So it opens up that door for an existing franchisee to be able to go and solicit work from different types of clientele. Yeah, I would say that basically, obviously, every one of our shops, every one of our business operators, our franchise operators, they're all insured for any potential scenarios that could come up. Generally, we're not really exposed to anything that would really get us in any, there's nothing that we would do in your driveway that would be any different than we would do in the shop. Our equipment's the same, our safety equipment's the same, our processes are the same. Again, it's a very clean transaction, like installing, removing a glass. It's a very clean transaction. There is, again, a multitude of new pieces of equipment for one-person installation. Again, makes it safe and sound to do so. So I don't see that being a big challenge. And really, I can tell you that anecdotally from all of the years that I've been in this business where that's ever been a scenario in a private residence. When you're going into a commercial space, sometimes we would be asked for a certificate of liability for workman's compensation, those sorts of things. That's to protect, the shop that we're going to or the business that we're going to, that our own people are protected. And that's just normal course of business.